Hi everybody, welcome to this yoga class from House of Bilocca. My name is Linda Lawal. This is the second video in this series. So if it's the first time with us, know that there was a previous video that you can follow if you like. Like I explained before, we're using the poses and the movements from earlier videos and build from there, adding something new and a little bit more challenging every time. But it's totally okay to stay with the options and the variations from one of the earlier videos. For this class today we need a chair. We're going to start off with some seated poses, and then we're also going to use it when we're standing up for some extra stability. Okay, so grab one and join me. So once you're there, take a comfortable seat and close your eyes. You're going to take a couple of rounds of breath here. We're giving ourselves some time at the beginning of the class to tune in to how our body is feeling. One of the benefits of yoga practice is the mind-body connection. So we start to understand our internal state. So basically, feel how we're doing. Maybe you already feel your body relaxing. Your breath is getting slower and softer. Okay, we're going to do 3 more rounds of breath here. And then just blink open your eyes. Okay, from here we're going to go to cat-cow pose. So on an inhale, you open up through the front of your upper body. And on an exhale, we're rounding the spine, coming back. On an inhale, we're lifting the tailbone off the seat of the chair. And on an exhale, we're tilting the pelvis back so the tailbone goes back onto the seat. When you inhale, open your chest and bring your shoulder blades together. When you exhale, you're opening through the ribs and between your shoulder blades. On an inhale, you can decide to even look up, lengthening from the neck. And on an exhale, when we're rounding, bring your chin towards your chest. Okay, go ahead at your own pace. We're a couple of more rounds here. Trying to feel how your pelvis is moving from the front to the back. And then from there, your whole spine. Okay, last one here. And then come back to neutral. We're going to circle sweep the arms overhead, bringing the palms of the hands together and lowering them in front of your chest. On an inhale, you're extending your arms overhead and bringing your arms down again on an exhale. Okay, keep going. Circle sweep your arms overhead and bring them in front of your chest. Okay, last time. Breathe in here. And then after this, we're gonna go to a side bend. So the right hand comes down and you can grab the edge of the chair or the armrest if you want. And then kind of extending towards from this left side and bring your left arm overhead to the right. You can look down to the floor here and then use your inhale to come up and move to the other side. You can hold the edge of the chair or maybe even place your left hand on your left leg. Okay, from here we're gonna twist, so we're gonna keep this right arm up, and if you have the space you can lower your left arm on top of your legs and then holding your right knee with your left hand. Twisting here and extending this right arm into the sky. If this feels too much, just take your elbow up. Okay, come back to the middle. Hold your left knee with your right hand. Cross your arms and then make yourself small here. Round your back. On an inhale, you release. We're gonna do the other side. First, a circle sweep with your arms. Then on an exhale, we're taking the left arm down and the right arm goes over your head to the left. Look down to the floor here. Use your inhale to switch sides and do the side bend to the other side. Okay, we're gonna twist from here. So inhale first in the middle. Just kind of keep this left arm up and then you come with your right arm on top of your legs here. And if your right leg is too far for your elbow, just hold your left leg here with your right hand. Okay, turn and twist. Take this left elbow up and if it feels good, extend your arm. Okay, come back in the middle, cross the arms, hold the sides of the legs, rounding your spine. And then inhale back in the middle, bringing your arms up and bending your arms and intertwining your fingers, getting your hands at the back of your head. And what you're going to do here is activate your upper back and kind of pressing with your head against your hands. So opening up the chest, activating the upper back, and push here a little bit. Okay, release the arms. Just place them on top of your legs and feel how you're sitting up here. Okay, make sure that you're sitting a little bit to the edge of your seat and then extending your left leg a little bit forward and place your right leg on top of your left. So right ankle goes on top of your left leg. Then bending at the left leg again. And you can hold here your leg. We're gonna try and see if we can come a little bit forward. And if you're sitting up straight and this is already enough, that's totally okay. But if you have some space, we're gonna hinge from the hip and move forward. So we're gonna feel this stretch in the hips, in the glutes here. Maybe even get your upper body a little bit down. Okay, one more in and exhale here. And then you move up a bit and take your right leg off your left. Okay, we're gonna do the other side. So extend your right leg here a little bit, so you're lowering your leg here. And then bring your left ankle on top of your right leg. Bending your right leg again. Holding your left leg wherever you want. And find if you have some more space to come a little bit forward. We're looking for this nice stretch in for your hips, in your glutes here on the left side. We call this pose figure 4. Okay, one more in and exhale here. And then you're gonna come up again. Okay, from here we're gonna stand up and we're gonna turn the chair, or just kind of placing it to the edge of the mat or wherever you are. So we're gonna do some standing poses. You can shake out your legs a little bit after you've been sitting for a while. We're starting with some balance posing, using the chair for a little bit more stability. So place one of your hands on the back of the chair and bring all your weight into your left leg, bending at the right knee and lifting up this right leg. You can keep it really close to the floor and kind of tapping to the floor here. Or you're lifting a little bit higher and maybe even hold your right knee with your right hand. Okay, focus and do not forget to breathe here. One more in and exhale. Placing the right foot back to the floor. Then bringing all your weight into the right foot. And bending at the left knee, lifting up the left leg. Your right arm can go wherever it wants, maybe into the side or for a little bit of balance here. Holding that left leg up. And placing it down again. Okay. Shaking up, shaking out your legs. And then we're going to twist the chair so the seat of the chair is facing us. Okay. And come and stand in front of it. Okay, we're going to do a couple of more balance poses. Make sure that you're standing in front of your chair, but a little bit further away. And then we're bending forward here, placing your hands onto the seat. Bring all your weight into your left foot and then extending your right leg back. Bring then all your weight into your Bring then all your weight into your right hand and extend your left arm forward. Okay. Come back to the middle and switch sides. Left leg goes back, right arm goes forward. Okay, keep doing this. You can use your inhale to extend through your leg and your arm, and your exhale to switch sides. We're usually doing this on our knees, starting from tabletop. And it's called Superman. Okay, just finding some strength and balance in this pose. Last time to the right and the left. Okay, and then come back to the middle. Okay, breathe in, circle sweeps the arms overhead. On your exhale, you're gonna place your hands in the seat of the chair, or maybe even folding a little bit further and taking your arms on top of the seat of the chair. Taking your feet as wide apart as you like. On an inhale, you're pressing away from the seat. And on an exhale, we're stepping back with our right and our left foot here. Taking the hips backward and extending in the upper body. A little bend at the knees here. for this V shape, this downward dog here. Okay, from here, on your next inhale, you're taking your shoulders over your hands, making a plank pose. Hold it here for one more breath. And then moving back to downward dog. Okay, from here we're gonna step a big step with your left foot to the front of, no, a little bit more to the side of the chair, bending at the left leg, and see if you can take your right heel off the floor. If that is not working, you can also kind of turn your feet a little bit and placing your heel on the floor. You can stay here if you want, or we're gonna move away from the chair, pressing yourself, your upper body up and coming up, letting this left leg bending here. Take your arms overhead and extending in your upper body. Okay, do not forget to breathe here. We're gonna turn to the side, getting this right heel down and opening up through the hips and the chest, lowering the arms to shoulder height. And now this left leg is a little bit outside of your chair. It kind of doesn't have any room to collapse. So maybe you feel that the edge of the chair a little bit. Just keep it wide here. And then gaze over your left hand. Okay, this is warrior two. From here, take your left hand on top of the seat and take your right arm over your head. Maybe even bending a little bit more here at your left leg. Okay, make sure that you activate your lower body and press yourself up back to warrior two. Okay, on your next in-breath, you're gonna take your left arm up and your right arm goes, kind of slides down your right leg. Okay, nice. Back to warrior two and then back towards the chair. Lifting up this right heel and then stepping back in 1 or 2 steps to this downward dog. Okay, step forward a little bit, bending at the knees, taking your arms overhead on an inhale, and then on exhale we're lowering the hands here. Okay, let's do this on the other side. Inhale, circle sweeps the arms overhead. Exhale, bending forward. Come to the seat of the chair. On your next inhale, you're pressing away from the seat. On your exhale, you're stepping back with both feet in towards this V shape, downward dog. Taking your shoulders over your hands for plank pose. And then moving back again on your exhale. On your next inhale, you're gonna step with your right leg to the front, to the outside of this chair. Pressing your way from the chair, activating both your legs here to see if you can come up with your hands from the chair. And then even taking them overhead here. This is a lunge pose. We're gonna twist and open up to the left, opening the hips and the chest, lowering the arms to shoulder height. Your right leg is still bent. And you're gazing over your right hand here. Warrior two. Okay, let this right hand come to the chair here, or bring your arm on top of your right leg and then taking your left arm overhead. Make sure that your legs are activated and press yourself up into warrior two. Okay, one more. Inhale, take your right arm up, left arm goes down for sun warrior. And then you take both hands towards the seat of the chair, taking your left heel up and stepping in 1 or 2 steps back into downward dog. Okay, 2 small steps to the middle. Bending at the legs. Circle sweeps the arms overhead. Stand tall. And exhale here. Okay, we're gonna end with some poses on the floor. We're gonna lay in our backs, do some twists here, and then go into full relaxation mode. If you don't like to lay on the floor right now, just use your chair, come sit in it, do the twist there, and also do your relaxation there. So, if you don't need a chair anymore, just take it away, set it aside. And then come to the floor and keep yoga blocks or a pillow or a blanket nearby. And come lay on your back. Okay. Bending both of your legs, placing your feet a little bit wider than your own hips, because we're gonna take some space for ourselves to move our legs here. The legs go from left to right, both to the same side. We call this the windshield wiper movement. Okay, you can do this really small, or you kind of making it bigger and bigger, letting this hip come off the floor. Really nice movement for the lower back and opening up the sides of the hips, maybe even feeling it to the sides of the legs. Okay. Then we're gonna take both of our legs towards the right. And then grab a block or a pillow or whatever you want to kind of place this under your right leg so the floor isn't too far away. And then lifting up this left leg and kind of placing it on top. The left hip comes off the floor. And see if you can grab your left leg with your right arm. Your left shoulder goes back to the floor, so we're opening up this left side, twisting at the back. Bring also your elbow a little bit to the floor, and maybe you even have space to extend this left arm. Okay, let the legs feel heavy here, relaxing into your hips and your back and the sides of your body. Okay, 2 more rounds of breath here. And then move back to the middle. Placing your feet a little bit wider again, doing this windshield wiper movement here. Taking your legs towards the same side. Okay, then take your legs towards the left. And grab your block over a pillow and then placing that under your left leg somewhere, doesn't matter where. Lifting up this right leg, maybe holding it with your left hand. Just putting it on top of your left leg. Your right hip comes off the floor. We're twisting in the back. We're opening up the chest here. The right shoulder goes to the floor, towards the floor. It doesn't have to necessarily touch it, as long as you're opening up here. Maybe extend your right arm here, shoulder height. Getting your breathing a little bit slower and softer here. Making your legs feel heavy. Relaxing at the hip and the back. Okay, 2 more rounds of breath here. And then come back to the middle. Okay. Do what feels good to do before you completely go into Savasana, the relaxation pose at the end of every class. You can keep your legs bent, but let your knees fall together here. So take your feet a little bit apart. You can also extend your legs. And just lie here on your back. Close your eyes. Maybe cover yourself up with a blanket. Make it comfortable. Place something under your head, if that feels better. Letting your whole body get heavy, feeling the floor underneath you, kind of holding you there. Slow and soft breaths here. Take your time, stay here as long as you want. And then you start to move again. And take your time, no rush here. And then slowly come up and come to a seated position. You can maybe turn onto your side and press yourself up. And then you come sit however you like to sit. Maybe grab a pillow or come back to your chair. See if you can hold your attention towards yourself. Maybe even close your eyes. Thank you very much for attending this class. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon.